Good afternoon.
Hi, thank you for joining us. I am Lamecca, Director of the East Flatbush Community Partnership, and we are grateful that you are here with us today. Can you all hear us okay? Yes,
Yes.
okay, great. Thank you. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat if you have not already, and also fill in the attendance. There's a link that was provided at the top of the chat, so feel free to do that as well so that we can make sure we're capturing everyone that is here. And Evelyn, can you go to the next slide? Thank you.
Sorry, I don't see the link.
Okay, we'll repost it, no problem.
Thanks.
Oh. No problem. One move for you. One moment, everyone. I think this is in your way. This booger here. Okay. Oh, you know what? You got to do it like that from your computer. Yeah, not Zoom. Yeah. All right. So we have our agenda up. We have our welcome East Flatbush Community Partnership updates, and we have our presenter Joanna Bosket from Metro Plus Health, our program updates, as well as closing remarks. Okay, so as usual, we have our newsletter, and if you're interested in sharing information on our newsletter, feel free to send that information to Cindy. We used to send the newsletter out every week, but now it goes out every 2 weeks so that we have time to make sure that the information we're putting in is not duplicate. So that's the reason why we made that change. So feel free to send her any information that you'd like for us to put in. It can be a job posting, it can be an event, anything you'd like for us to include in that. If you would like to present at any of our monthly meetings, you can scan the code, actually click the link that Ellen's going to put in the chat, and you can be a monthly meeting presenter. And then this is just a reminder that we are taking attendance for our monthly meetings. So if you have not already done that, you can feel free to take attendance as well. Okay. All right. So we have our East Flatbush Community Partnership website. If you have not visited it yet, feel free to go check it out. We do have a page on the site where we have a calendar of our events that are happening. So feel free to go and explore that site as well. Moving on to our monthly meetings that we have our virtual open door, which is the second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. These meetings are great for residents to come together, connect, share information, as well as receive information. Service providers are welcome to come as well, but typically we have more residents attend this meeting looking to gain information and connect with each other. And for our monthly meeting, you guys are here today for our June monthly meeting. And we are currently at the Rugby Library located on Utica Avenue. We're going to be here for the entire summer. So those of you who want to venture out and want to see us in person, feel free. We would love to have you here. And I'm going to display the location address a little bit later on in the presentation. But these meetings happen the fourth Thursday of every month. Okay. Next up, I'm going to share about past events that we've had. We just wrapped up 2 of our men appreciation events. They went very well. One was held at the Fulton Street and McDougall Street location on June 14th. The other one was held in East Flatbush on Nostrand and Flatbush Avenue. Both events went very well. We just always like to take time to honor the men in our community. They received massages, haircuts, goodies, and I hope that they felt loved and encouraged. The next event that we recently had was a Rights Ready event. And this was an event sharing lots of information around immigrant rights. And we wrapped up the last one, which was specifically designed for our Creole speaking community members. And I heard that it went very well. So thank you to everyone who participated in those events. All right, for our upcoming events, we have our Race Equity event happening on June 28th at 1 p.m. It's going to be held at 1011 Utica Avenue, and there will be light refreshments served. This meeting is in conjunction with Brooklyn Level Up, so we welcome you to come as well to learn more about the events that are happening there. This is going to be a chance to help the Commission of Racial Equity, which is a citywide initiative dedicated to advancing racial justice and equality. So we'd love to have you there. Okay. So next up, just a reminder, please introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know what company you are working with. And if you're a resident, let us know that as well. And now I'm going to pass things over to our presenter. Her name is Joanna. She is the Assistant Director with Metro Plus Health, and she's going to take things over from here. So I'm going to turn my computer over so you all can see. Okay, all right. So she has a PowerPoint, so just give us a moment. We're going to get that displayed up for you all, okay? Mm-hmm. No problem. It's okay.
I think I could leave it in there.
Okay.
It's important anyway.
No problem.
Dates are over, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So while she's getting that up, what you can do, I'm gonna spotlight us. Can I do that? Yes. And then you can introduce yourself.
Oh, I get to sit here.
You can say where you are. They can see you.
Not everyone.
Okay, great.
All right, so yes, my name is Joanna Bosquet. I'm Assistant Director for Metro Plus Health. I've been partnered with East Flatbush Partnership for many years now. I think since you guys first started, first line.
2019.
Two meetings, it was a few of us in the meeting, so I'm excited to be here presenting. I think it's been about 2 years since I've presented, so happy to be here today. I believe they're bringing up my presentation. So we'll go through it, and then of course I'll take questions at the end as well. So I would see it down here, right? Would I see it up here too?
You'll see it here. Is that too small for you?
Oh, a little small.
So Edlin can come closer to you.
Okay. And they can hear me?
Can you guys hear her okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I am with Metro
Turn off
Plus.
your mute yours. 1 second. Are you muted?
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm with Metro Plus Health. Our primary goal is connecting families to care. This year is a special year for us because we are celebrating 40 years in New York City, assisting New Yorkers with getting health insurance. The health plan is a little bit older than I am. Not really, but I wish it was older than me. I was a baby when they launched the health plan, but it's been an amazing journey. I've been with the company for about 11 years. I'm here with my representative, Miss Natalie Simmons, as well, ours, and it's been a great journey, and we're happy to present for you guys today. You could go to the next slide. All right, so we are as diverse as the city we serve. Since 1985, we built a reputation for providing access to affordable and quality healthcare to the people of New York City. We are a subsidiary of New York Health and Hospitals, the largest city hospital system in the nation. All right, so we do have health plans for all New Yorkers. On this slide is a list of our different plans. We have Child Health Plus, that is for children. One amazing part of Child Health Plus is that it is for kids, whether they are documented or undocumented, they're able to get Child Health Plus, as well as if you understand there are parents that are working, that they get insurance through their jobs, but sometimes to cover the family, it could be expensive, Or there are some cases where, you know, you have parents that are making above the Medicaid limit, but the child the child does not qualify for Medicaid. This child is still able to get Child Health Plus at a premium. We have the Essential Plan as well. The Essential Plan is for if you are in New York City, you have had your documents for you've been documented less than 5 years, and you don't qualify for Medicaid, you would qualify for Essential Plan if you're low income, as well as if you make above the Medicaid limits, you're able to enroll into Essential Plan. Currently, at this time, they have extended the eligibility for Essential Plan for a single person making over, what is it, for 200 to 250? 40,
40, I think 48,000.
48,000, I believe. You may be able to get free health coverage. So it's a great time to speak to a representative. I will have the contact information for Miss Natalie, at the end of the presentation, for anyone that's interested. We have our marketplace health plans as well for anyone that you may just make above the Essential and Medicaid limits, but it's okay. We still have a plan for you. We have a traditional Medicaid managed care plan for individuals that are low to no income. We have a managed long-term care plan. So if you do have maybe a family member that's on Medicaid that needs an aide at home, we do have a plan for those members. We're able to do a pre-enrollment process. A nurse comes out to do a survey, and from there, your family is given the information on how many hours per day, how many days per week your family member is approved for. We have our Medicare line of business for individuals that are 65 and older that currently are under Medicare. And we also have our Metro Plus Gold for City of New York employees. I actually have it myself. If you are a City of New York employee or you know someone, it's an amazing plan. There's no co-payments for city workers. The final plan on here is our partnership and care plan. That plan is for anybody that is HIV positive. Also, anyone who is transgendered and currently going through the change. And also individuals that are in the shelter system can benefit from our partnership and care plan as well. So what plan are you eligible for? To qualify specifically for our qualified health plan, you have to be a resident of New York City, 18 to 64 years old, or 64 and older if you're not eligible for Medicare. That is a unique population of people. There are people that have come into the US maybe at 63, they haven't worked for 10 years, and they can't get health insurance through their jobs, but they make over the limit of Medicaid. We're still able to help them get health insurance. You're not eligible for Medicaid, Essential Plan, or Child Health Plus, and you qualify for a tax credit if your annual household income is below 400% of the federal poverty level. Biden did put into extended tax credits, so there's a lot of New Yorkers that benefited from those extensions and were able to get low-cost health insurance. So if you're not approved for free coverage because of your income, still talk to a representative. You'd be surprised that you may be able to still pay $40 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, and get access to health coverage. To qualify for Essential Plan, you must be a resident of New York City who is lawfully present in the US, 19 to 64 years old, and you must meet certain income requirements based on your size, your household composition. Essentially, when we say who is lawfully present, individuals must present their immigration documents, whether it's the form that they receive from the border, their work permit, their green card, if they have a I-797C to show the state that they are in the process of changing their status, we're able to utilize those and send it off to the state. We don't make the decision, but we are willing to review any individual that wants to enroll for coverage, review your paperwork, and forward off the applicable documents to the state to see if you do qualify for coverage. Next slide. MetroPlus offers benefits that we need. MetroPlus has a range of low-cost, quality products available to ensure you and your family. Most plans provide the 10 essential health benefits, including family planning, maternity care, hospitalization, emergency services, urgent care services, telehealth services, primary care services, specialists, dental care, vision care, and pharmacy as well. I did feel it was important. This is a little outdated, so please excuse me, but I didn't want to remove it because I did feel it was important to go over this with everyone. So about 2 years ago, the state decided that the moratorium from COVID was over, and they stopped automatically renewing individuals' health coverages. Since then to now, there's been hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers that have lost health insurance for the simple fact that they did not renew their health insurance. What typically happened was if somebody had coverage in 2020, now it's 2023, the cell phone number that the representative would have had in 2020 has now changed, and they never contacted the representative to say, hey, this is my new number. We were having a hard time reaching out to these clients. So if your organization does have clients that you deal with, please remind them, hey, is your health insurance up to date? They don't know typically until they get to the emergency room. They've had a heart amputation that's gone too far. And now when the ER is running their information, they have no health coverage. And then they're coming to our office, 3 weeks after getting released, with $40,000, $50,000 in bills. They're diabetic, they have high blood pressure or any ailment, and they get to the pharmacy and they cannot get their medication because they did not renew their health insurance. So in the next slide, these were some of the dates originally of when it launched. Essentially, it launched April of 2023. From then to now, individuals must renew their health insurance. There is an option in the New York State of Health to do automatic renewals. Unfortunately, with HRA, no such thing exists. You have to physically do your renewals. It's so important to remind people something as simple as renewing your health insurance to do it. Because we've seen it from then to now, people go months without coverage. For the simple, it's very easy. A representative like Natalie, you call her, nothing's changed. I moved address, but everything else is the same. And it literally takes sometimes 5 minutes to renew health insurance. So it's so important. Again, I'll have her contact number at the end of the presentation for anyone that needs to reach out to her for their clients, because it's so important for them to renew and keep their health insurance, because we don't know tomorrow. So it's important to have your health insurance active. You could turn to the next slide. I think I went over this. And they've already lost. This is what a sample HRA renewal looks like. This is what they receive in the mail. I don't know what happened. My mom in the 80s and 90s, our parents used to read all of their mail, and now everyone just doesn't pay attention to mail. So it's so important. If your clients do get this packet, they have to fill it out. It has to be dropped off to HRA or mailed off. They even give an envelope. It's so easy.
No postage needed.
No postage needed. They give you an envelope to mail it back. And it's so important. You have children that are asthma sufferers that can't get inhalers just because their parents didn't fill out this simple packet and send it in. So important. Just make sure you do have clients, you're reminding them, hey, make sure you pay attention to this packet, fill it out, send it in. If they do have MetroPlus, our office is local on 2221 Church Avenue. They can walk in, we'll help them fill it out. Very simple process to help them from losing their health insurance. You could go to the next slide. Now, if the person, you can have Medicaid 2 ways in the state, or health insurance. When it comes to the other plans and Medicaid through New York State of Health, this is what your renewal application would look like. Not the application per se, the notice to tell you, hey, it's time for you to go into the system and renew your coverage. So it'll say it's time to renew. If the person does have a representative, it's as simple as calling your rep, updating your information. Again, we're going to provide our contact information if you need help from us, but this is what the letter looks like. It's important. They should read their mail and follow what it says so they don't lose their health insurance. You could go to the next slide. We are in the community. We're a local plan. You don't get more Flatbush than Church of Flatbush. You know, it's Little Kingston, Little Jamaica, Little Haiti. It's everything over there. Our office is near and dear to everything. It's at 2221 Church Avenue. It's on Church between Flatbush and Bedford. We're not only a health plan. The community. If anyone knows me, I'm a community advocate. The community means so much to us. So on Mondays and Fridays, we do have a representative that does WIC services. She does the full intake process for your clients. And therefore, when they get to the WIC office, they're ready to go. They don't need to bring back and forth with paperwork. She's handled all of that for them. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we do have a representative that does SNAP assistance. It's available from 9 to 5. You're able to just walk in and get help. As we know, it's hard to navigate the HRA system. So we do have someone that'll help you cut through the red tape and apply for food stamps if you need food assistance for your family. During tax season, we even have free taxes as well. We typically share out that flyer when the time comes around. And 6 days a week, we're doing health insurance enrollment. Monday through Friday, Saturday, you're able to walk in. You can walk into the office. We're happy to help you. If someone is unsure because of their immigration status, please still have them come by, have them reach out to Miss Natalie. We could still review with them to see if there is a possibility for them to. We can't guarantee them coverage. If we can enroll them, we certainly will tell them their options outside of being able to enroll for health insurance through MetroPlus. So this is the contact information for the gorgeous Natalie. Do the banner right way. Natalie has over 20 years in the industry. She certainly is just very enthused about getting people insured. She will hold your hand through the process. And if she has to call you back 4 or 5 times to complete it, she will. Please feel free to reach out to her. She's accessible. She certainly does work to understand your family situation and see the best way that she can help you out. Oh, is that a heart? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Is that Kiana? Thank you. Amanda?
Yes.
I can't read and I have on my glasses. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. Some updates as far as when it comes to the current climate and everything going on with the orange man in Washington, D.C. As of right now, as long as the client's work permits, etc., have not expired, they're able to continue to renew. Unfortunately, when the work permit does expire, they have to be in the process. They have to have something additional to be able to keep the insurance. If they do not, then they are losing coverage. The hospital still does have NYC Cares. We've been referring them to NYC Cares. The good thing for the kids is that regardless of immigration status, the children will be able to remain on Child Health Plus. We are working to just, as it comes about, we assist each family as one day at a time. We're a team of migrants. My family is from Haiti, that was from Trinidad, so and Tobago. I'm sorry. Can't forget the second island. So we tell people we understand your situation. We were either there with you or we have family that was there with you. So we work to really help the community in understanding, and we will weather this storm with them. There have been no updates. And unfortunately, if there is no extension to TPS, there are a lot of people that will lose coverage. But we're taking it a day at a time. And as a health temporary protective status.
Thank you.
Yeah, temporary protective status. And there's a lot of people in our community that do have TPS, that their paperwork is set to expire shortly in a few months. So there is some, they're fighting it as much as they can outside of us, and all we could do is hope that something comes through and these people are able, our brothers and our sisters are able to keep their status. Until then, we are here to help as a health plan, do as much as in our power to help, even if they do lose, help educate the community on what their options are. She did, you know what I forgot to send in? I wanted to mention one more thing. The state is actually giving out free air conditioners. It's a new program. If the individual has essential plan and they're like, you have severe asthma, the state now has a program where those individuals are able to apply and get a free air conditioner from the state. I did share the information with East Baptist Partnership, and I know that they'll share it within the network, because a lot of times this stuff comes about and our community doesn't benefit from it. So as I receive the information, I like to forward it out because I want to see more of us benefit from everything that's out there, instead of, not to say everybody else deserves it, but we deserve it too. So do we have any questions? Any questions in the chat?
Feel free to come off mute if you do have a question.
Yes.
Question, is the air conditioner thing you said is tied to you been having asthma, is that correct?
Correct, yeah. The requirements where if someone has essential plan, they didn't put Medicaid, I don't know why. But if someone has essential plan and the way they wrote the correspondence that came out to us, they have severe asthma and essential plan, they're able to apply to get funding to get a free air conditioner from the New York State of Health.
What about if they're seniors but not having asthma?
They didn't say. They didn't say. It would be the other program through the
There's a different
HRA.
one. Okay.
Yeah. What is it called? The HEAP program? Is
Okay.
it HEAP?
Okay.
Yeah. If for anyone else, if you do have Medicaid, you are able to just apply through HRA through the HEAP program to get an air conditioner.
Okay.
Oh.
My question is, if somebody loses coverage and comes to one of your representatives and they have debt from having gone to the ER, from the example that you gave, do you have somebody on your team that helps them apply for financial aid or understand that maybe they can actually get some debt relief?
Oh, I like this question. All right. Did everyone hear the question on the Zoom?
No, it was very soft.
It was very soft. So she's asking if someone comes to us and they lost their coverage and they're in deep debt, like they lost their coverage in May, now it's June, and they have $30,000 in bills from May. If we have someone that helps them cover those bills. And I love this question because people don't typically ask that. So yes, we do. We have beautiful Miss Natalie here. Okay, but there are stipulations around it. The only way you could get you could get up to 90 days paid of unpaid medical bills, doctor bills, emergency room if you're hospitalized, but you have to qualify for Medicaid. And within the app, you have to inform the representative during the application process that you do have past due bills. So at the time when Ms. Natalie would do your application, she asks you, there's a question within the application that says, does this person have any unpaid medical bills? All she has to do is click yes and put the month that the bills are from. So she would click yes, she would click May, and therefore at the end of the app, or within a day or so, it says this person has been approved for coverage in May, which means that even though you applied in June, your coverage would have been active in May and the state will pay those bills. Now, if you don't qualify for Medicaid and you qualify for Essential Plan, even Child Health Plus or Qualified Health Plan, those plans do not backdate. So if you do have any unpaid bills, the state would not be able to cover those for you. So it's important that before you end up with $30,000 worth of bills, you have health insurance. You have a card you can present to the hospital, to the clinic, to the urgent care that you're covered. Therefore, you don't end up with the bills. But if it does happen, you qualify for Medicaid. As long as you're approved for the back date, then Medicaid would cover the bill for you. I want to get into, you do small business services. So for anyone that has a small business, they're a little weary with applying for coverage because they think, oh, my company made $100,000 this year and I'm going to pay a lot for health insurance. Well, that's not necessarily the case. If someone has a small business, it's based off of their adjusted gross income. So if I made 100, but I had 70,000 in, my profit and loss, 70,000, my adjusted gross income was only 30,000. Then the state will base my eligibility based on 30,000. If I'm a family of 4, 30,000 in income, my whole entire family would get Medicaid. So even if someone has a small business, please reach out to us. A lot of people are still unaware that it's based on their adjusted gross income and they're weary of applying. Please apply. We're happy to help you.
Any additional questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, regarding, you mentioned Medicaid, but do you also work with like Medicare, like a Medicare Advantage program or something like that for seniors?
Yes. So he's asking, do we work with Medicare and Medicare Advantage program? We do work with Medicare. I'm not licensed. So all I could say is the name Medicare, and I can't get into the plan. But if you are interested in applying for Medicare or getting information on our Medicare line of business, please still reach out to Ms. Natalie, and I'll also leave my contact information in the chat. Still reach out to us and we'll be able to connect you to our Medicare specialist that can go over all the benefits of insuring with Metro Plus if you're interested, or if you have a client that's interested. Yes, we do have a line of business.
I have a question.
Yes.
What makes Metro Plus stand out amongst the other service providers?
We're non-for-profit.
Let me specify the other non-for-profit service providers.
We're the only one.
The only one. Okay, so then my question is, we don't another company. I don't want to say the name,
No.
but they're not-for-profit.
We are under the public, the city hospital system.
Oh.
We're City of New York employees. We're under Health and Hospitals. Literally, the city hospital system owns a health plan, if it makes sense. So we are not for profit. So we want to help. We want to help. Not to say other health plans don't help. They're in the community as well, but we are community focused, community forward. Our doctors, just our doctors, we're no longer. I think if you're a real New Yorker, you know that, if you're a true New Yorker, you've been here a long time. Metro Plus traditionally was just the city hospital system. Mm-hmm. We're so much more than the city hospital system. You can go to NYU Langone, you can go to Mount Sinai. We are customer powered, we're customer focused. We make a profit. We are a business still, but we are consumer focused, and we're not for profit. So a lot of people don't know that. And that's the biggest difference between us and the other plans as well. So a lot of agencies with partnering with us, you're able to say that you are working with a city agency, right. You are a city agency, and it helps you along with when it comes to certain grants, et cetera. You know what I'm talking about, because we're a city agency as well. Right. So that's going to be the biggest difference between us and the other health plan.
Thank you.
Okay, a few stuff on the chat. Dr. Vanessa Burrows said Emblem Health is also not-for-profit, I believe. And Stacy said, unfortunately, NYP providers do not accept Metro Plus.
What's NYP? Is that
New York Presbyterian?
Okay. New York Presbyterian. We're now in downstate. We're in Mount Sinai. We are working to get the other hospitals. At times, it ends up being like a contract dispute, and holds us up for years. It's not because we don't want to be in certain hospitals. They're eventually even working on expanding into upstate, parts Yonkers and Long Island. So certainly the Metro Plus you will see in the next coming years will be a different Metro Plus. We wish we were in Presbyterian, believe me. There are times with clients, and it just depends on the area. I don't feel like Brooklyn is as bad because the hospitals in Brooklyn were available here. But I believe there are other boroughs where, yeah, that is an issue that we're not in Presbyterian. We wish we were, believe me, we wish so bad we were. But unfortunately, we are not.
Any other questions?
What's the last one?
No, I think she said it's confirmed Emblem Health is a non-for-profit.
But not city. We're the only city. They're not city. They're not city. We're city of New York. They are not city. We are.
Okay, well, if there are no more questions, let's just give it up for Ms. Joanna. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna continue with our agenda for today. Give us one moment to get the presentation back up. Thank you for your patience. We're gonna move into our program updates segment now. This is where you have an opportunity to share with us what's going on in your area, whether it be you have an event coming up, you have something you want us to all know about. Feel free to unmute and tell us any program updates that you might have.
Hi, everyone. This is Daphne.
Hi, Daphne.
Hi. I am representing the Art in Public Speaking program. We have our summer program coming up for July 12th to August 23rd. August 23rd will be graduation day for the kids. We meet every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and it's for kids 8 to 13 years old. It's a 2-hour program where we expose the kids to the basic skill of writing a speech and presenting a speech, as well as we invite different art teachers to share their skills in painting for an hour. We have registration still open, so please feel free to share the flyer. I will attach it in the chat with the families, and I'll also attach the link to the registration.
Thank you. Any other program updates?
Yeah, my name is Jacqueline Anderson. I'm from Hope Center Development Corporation. I put it in the chat, wanted to invite vendors, any service providers to participate in our upcoming Health Expo, which will be on Sunday, August 10th. You're welcome to come. You're welcome to invite families, anybody you know that will be interested. Spread the word, and also we'd love to have you participate. And also, if you want us to participate in anything, you can email me. I put my email address there if you want me to also participate in any upcoming events that you may have that you want us to table at.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to share?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Vanessa Burrell from New York City Department of Health, Bureau of Early Intervention. It's great being here with you guys. I just want to give you an update on our parent presentation. It continues. We have an ongoing virtual parent presentation called It Takes a Village to Help Children Reach Their Full Potential. And for those who do not know about Early Intervention Program, it's a program for children 0 to 3 who may have suspected or known developmental delays. We do evaluations in the early intervention part, and then we do have developmental monitoring for children at risk of a delay. So we have this virtual parent presentation twice, maybe once or twice a week. We have selected dates. Parents can self-register. It starts at 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., just 1 hour. We have our presentations delivered by our qualified personnel who would share information with families in a language that they would understand, and families get to ask any questions that they may have. I am going to share with Ms. Holmes the flyers so she can distribute among the network. And we do have this presentation not only on weekdays, but on weekends as well, Saturdays, and sometimes at 11 a.m. and other times it's at 6 p.m. So I'm going to share the flyer again so that you can share it with your families. And one more thing, it's for free. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, yes,
Yes, there's a question for you.
Dr. Vanessa,
Yes.
your face is very familiar. I'll say one word, St. Albans Tabernacle.
Okay. Okay.
Dr. John, I invite you. This is Natalie, Minister Natalie.
Okay. Hi. Yes, you know me very well.
Hi there, you look lovely.
Okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
All right. Any other program updates? Any additional program updates? Any program updates from anyone in the room? Like to share what's going on? No? Okay. Next month? Okay. Okay, great. All right. So that is it for program updates. And right now, what you see on the screen is our information regarding social media and the accounts that we have there. Feel free, if you're not connected with us on social media, to do so. We're primarily on Instagram and Facebook, and our handle is East Flatbush Partnership. And Edlin, you can go to the last one. So we have our next meeting on July 24th. It's going to be at 3 p.m. And it's going to be hybrid as usual at the this location, the Rugby branch. We're going to get the slide up in a minute. Okay, so it's 1000 Utica Avenue, 3 to 5 p.m. Because yeah, we got some technical situations going on over here, but we working it out. So the room can see this, but the Zoom people can't see that. They only can see this. She's like, it's up there. No, not for Zoom. So yeah, so we're gonna be here again for July and August, and you are welcome to come and join us. And we're actually done. I know we're finished a little early today, but we are done for today unless you guys have any questions or wanted to connect with anyone here. Feel free. Let me know if you guys wanted to ask any questions. If not, we'll just wrap things up for today. And Jacqueline, I'm sorry, I still had you on spotlight. Sorry.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for all the information you shared. You mentioned that we can share information with, I believe you sent Cindy. Just wanted to know if we can have the email or where we can forward it to.
Put it in the chat right now, okay?
Thank you.
c@jccany.org, but I'm putting in the chat right now. It's there for you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Any other questions for us? Okay. Well, you guys got some time to enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Hope that you guys have an amazing day today, and we will see you next month on the 20. I think I said 24th. Yes. Yeah. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Enjoy, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care. Take care.
Yeah.